Hello everyone, yours truly, Chrislevi13. Hopefully, you all are watching and viewing. I'll be talking about E3 in just a moment. Hello everyone, yours truly, Chrislevi13. Hopefully, you all are watching. I'll be talking about E3 in just a moment. Hello everyone, yours truly, Chrislevi13. As I said again, this stream, I don't know how long I'll be going for, but what I'll be doing in this stream is giving my final thoughts in a video format about E3. Because I don't know, honestly, how much I'll be able to stream during Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all the events of E3. You know, I know there's going to be lots of people streaming, lots of people doing this, that, the other thing, a lot of hype, a lot of channels that I am subscribed to, that you're subscribed to, are going to be talking about that. Everybody from The Know to Spawnwave, RGT85, Dreamcast Guy, beat 'em ups to this person, that person. There's a lot of stuff new, old, a lot of news in gaming, you know, and gaming is really, really awesome. Because as you all know, getting to talk about me, because I'm going to talk about, because this thing, I've got a few things lined out for this stream right here. Just so everybody knows, because this stream will stay up and stay alive for everybody to see now and in the future, you know, because maybe a week from now, 2 months from now, you want to see what was his predictions for E3. What was his thoughts on what the stuff that he's looked up and seen for E3. Well, I'm here to give it to you all, you know. I'm going to talk about Sony, Xbox, Nintendo, the publishers. I'm going to talk about my channel and stuff like that and get it all out to you all. So, hopefully, I don't talk too fast. Hopefully, I do something enjoyable. And if you're here, I'll be checking the chat momentarily in just a moment. And, yeah. If you're here in the chat, you join in. Remember, tell me hi, and I will check up and say hello back to you. Now, let me check something. Oh, every fucking game I got. Okay, but anyway, leaving the Xbox alone. Give me a second. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, I guess games will update when they update. But yes, give me just a second, and we'll be talking about E3. So I've been going here. So once I get about to 7 minutes, when I'll start talking about E3. So I've got games at E3 2018 pulled up from the IGN website, and I've also got the E3 2018 press conference schedule right there from techradar.com. So yes. So anyway, I just want to let everybody know who I am and what this is all about. Because I did some tags and my thing, and hopefully people join in. But I'm just a channel trying to grow. So I'm Chrislevi13. Been doing YouTube since 2012. And from 2012 to 2017, I uploaded whatever I wanted to. If I wanted to talk about wrestling, music, gaming, do a vlog, do a random video, do something funny, do something serious, I talked about it and I shared it on this channel. Sometimes I'd edit something. Sometimes I didn't edit something. I put up whatever I wanted and didn't have a focus for the channel itself. So it's kind of like all over the place, you know. And I was, you know, bam, bam, bam. And at the same time, while I was doing this channel and I was all over the place, I was playing outside of it. I was working my job, spending time with my family, playing music and learning a whole lot. Helped my dad out at band gigs. I joined a band with my dad for a period of time. and did that. And I helped a friend of mine at the time with his YouTube channel every once in a while, and also my friend that I helped with that was his YouTube channel, and another friend that lived in another state. We all created a gaming YouTube channel together, and we created content. That gaming YouTube channel is still up there, but none of my content is there. But I will digress and not get into that unless you want to know. Personally, message me somewhere on social media. But that's what I did, and then 2017, I spent over $2,000 on this YouTube channel. Not on the YouTube channel itself, but on equipment for this YouTube channel, for this setup, and then I spent earlier this year I spent another almost $200 on a few things, and I am now where I am. Last year I talked a little bit about E3. I've always loved E3, been hyped for E3. I'm always hyped for it because to me, just letting you all know, to me, E3 is one of my favorite parts of the year for gaming. It's kind of like when it gets to WWE. My favorite time of the year for WWE is from the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, that time of the year. And WrestleMania being the big shows. And then with music, there's really not one because music is always doing. But whenever my favorite bands release new music, whether it's just a song, an EP, demos, or an actual CDs, and it's really, really cool. So yeah, I'm about to jump into some talking about E3. I saw Avedon Smith do his second podcast with a group with people actually joining. A lot of people joining in this time. He actually had a group of people there. Maybe one day, Avedon, if I'm able to join in, my internet's good enough. Maybe if I even have to do it off my phone through a call-in or something. I would love to join in that because I've never been in any podcast really that I know of. And yeah, it would really be cool. And I might even, with Triple L Gaming, we might be starting a podcast one day in the near future. That is just something that is in the talks. But if it comes to fruition, I'll let you all know. So yes, and what you can expect on this channel is right here. You see tons of live streams at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. Most of the live streams will be on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the weekends being aka Saturday and Sundays when I'm basically available. And I stream there's several games that I do that I want to get through the games via stream, so I don't play them outside streams except maybe here or there to do little small minute things. Then there's my new chill stream format where I just play whatever, and it's really not focus game. It's basically just sitting there for a couple of hours streaming, sharing the experience with you all. Then I release videos on Mondays and Fridays with an array of topics from Let's Plays to me talking about YouTube stuff to me talking about this, that, the other thing, and you all give me ideas and I can talk about those as well. And yeah, I'm just looking, and if there's anything you would like me to collaborate with you, that's that other thing, cool, great, grand. But yes, that's what I do. So with that being said, let's get right into the E3 news. As we talk about E3 2018, I'm probably not going to be the most knowledgeable guy. I don't have the insider news or anything like that. I don't have any buddies that do like this like some people do in the YouTube area, I don't have the biggest knowledge of E3, But I do love E3, and I'll say something. I got the Halo 5 Xbox One, so Xbox is my current main console of choice. But I do love and appreciate every single thing that Nintendo does. But for me, in my heart, I'm always going to have a spot for PlayStation, and that is because of the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2 being two of my favorite systems of all time. Because if somebody wanted to ask me, what are my favorite systems of all time, I'd say PlayStation 2, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, PlayStation 1, Xbox One, and that is just because of what I played. Now, I played a Nintendo 64. I played a Super Nintendo. I played a Nintendo Entertainment Center. I touched an Atari. I played a Sega Genesis. I played a Sega Dreamcast. I played other systems. I played arcade things, done that stuff. But just for me, that is my favorite systems. And when I get to talk about these systems in a few moments, I will sit there and go, hey, bam, 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 Because what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to talk about each system itself from what I know as more of a casual person in this gaming community. And then I'm going to go through what I've got here looked up about games. Games. So if you are here and you've got anything you would like to say about E3, anything you would like me to mention, feel free to talk about this, because this video's up because I know that there are some people that are asleep right now. Some people that don't, that can't do this because, hey, it's late at night right here. This is really the only chance I really get to stream. So I take advantage of it. So I know there's some people that are asleep. I know there's some people that aren't going to be able to be here. But if they can sit there and maybe later watch this video, or I can send it to them via Twitter or Facebook and say, hey man, just look at my E3 thoughts, blah, blah. Here's my thoughts on this. And I just want to say, right there in the chat, this guy right here, we're going to say Nuts. His name says Nuts, Mr. Super Average, but he goes by the name of Nuts. This guy is phenomenal, because in the gaming community, from myself to OJ to Avedon to others, he's been really cool, great, grand, the 3 Gs I like to say. He's been a guy that he doesn't create YouTube content himself, but he supports us really well through his Twitter, through coming in, being a part of the chat, and all that jazz, and it's just really awesome. Yeah, and if you are here, please comment. I would love to talk to you all, because I want to create a community of things, join the Chrislevi13 tribe, because when I said Santa, because people always have these silly names for like their fans, their people like that. Well, I played Fortnite a few times with Larry, a handful of times with Larry and Logan and some other people, and I thought, when we called ourselves the Bush tribe, just a joke, because you could be a Bush in Fortnite. Well, I thought, why don't I call my fans a tribe? So yeah, join the Chrislevi13 5, because if you see any of my posts on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, anywhere, you are joining in the fun with me. So, y'all ready for me to talk about E3? Enough of my jibber jab. I'm going to talk about the consoles, then I'm going to get into the games, and then I'm going to get into some things that I would love to see. So, y'all ready? If y'all are ready, give me something in the chat. So here I go. I'll start off with Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and then go from there. Okay. So as you all know, I have the Xbox One. I have a Halo 5 Edition Xbox One. And I'm only talking about the current consoles, the current generation of consoles. I have the current, and this is because I bought this back in 2015, back whenever that fall, there's 2 games releasing. And they both had custom consoles. Halo 5 had a custom Xbox. Battlefront had a custom PlayStation. And me and my friend at the time, we're thinking, hey, man, we do a gaming channel. I'm doing stuff off a 360. He's doing stuff off a PS3. And we're recording stuff off our phone. So we thought, let's jump into the new generation of systems, We both got jobs doing pretty much the same thing, it's just at 2 different places. So let's do this, And I said, okay. And I said, well, I don't know. I love the Halo series, but Star Wars I've always watched since I was a little kid, And then he was like, you know what? If I get the PlayStation and you get the Xbox, every time that you're over at my house, you bring your system, we can sit there and play on each other's systems and blah, blah, blah. That never really worked out because he stayed on his PlayStation all the time. I never really had to touch it. But that's nothing here or there. But I got the Xbox One, And when I look at the Xbox One, Xbox may not have the exclusives. But what is Xbox's thing? Xbox, what do? They went and made from the Xbox One, they took that and they said, let's take everything that the Xbox One can do. Slim it down and make it a little bit as smooth as we can without really changing it. Xbox One S. Then they said, let's not only make it slimmer and all that, let's put as much power into it as we can at the most budget-friendly price we could probably get, around $500. Xbox One X. So, Xbox has the most powerful system there is. So, what would I love to see with Xbox as pertaining to their system itself, because I'll talk about games in a moment. Xbox needs to, at E3, or just in general, because not just E3, but just in general, through the rest of this generation and the next generation, if they're going to sit there and be the most powerful console, they need to sit there and be like, our games are on Xbox One and Windows 10 PCs. But we don't just have games on Xbox One and Windows PC. We have some exclusives that are just on our consoles. You know, because people thinking, well, you know what? If their system games are on a Xbox and a PC, they're like, well, you know what? I can go get a PlayStation. I can go get a Nintendo system. But because I already have a good PC, and my PC can play whatever I need it to play. You know, and I'm just like, you know, you got your Microsoft, you got Windows. Yes, I understand it's easy to put games on PC just like that, because, you know, and basically you got pretty much Windows built into your Xbox. It's easy to do it. But why don't you make some of your big franchises, or maybe maybe something that's along the lines with some of your big franchises, or some indie games exclusive to your console itself, not, you know, and it's not, you know, and then people are like, well, I have to have an Xbox to play this right now, or maybe do it a year exclusivity to the Xbox One, and then after a year it comes to the Windows 10 PC version, you know. But Xbox, to me, if you're gonna have the most powerful console, you need to show people day in, day out why having the most powerful console is important. Why having the power is better than PlayStation and Nintendo. Because if you got power up under that hood, while they're paying $300, $400, $500, you need to sit there and show people that if you play this, you get the most power and you get to see the most beautiful experiences. Whether you've got a 720, 1080p, or 4K television, we're gonna make sure that every frame, every pixel, everything looks beautiful. That if it's a third-party game and we get, and us Xbox get it on our system, we're gonna make sure that it looks better than it does anywhere else. Better than it looks anywhere else. And if it's on PC, it looks just as good as it does on PC. You know, if not better. If we get our first-party games, we're gonna make sure that they look beautiful, that they run smooth. You know, we're gonna sit there and, you know what, we're gonna make a team that for every game that comes to the Xbox, yeah, we may not develop this game, but we have a team to make sure that if they need help putting games on our system, they need help making sure that there's not going to be glitches or frame rate issues like that. We have a team that does that, because Xbox has the most powerful systems in this generation. But they need to make sure that if you got power, that means whether if you're doing Xbox Game Pass, you're downloading a game, you're doing this, that, the other thing, it is there. Because people say Xbox has got the best online. Well, if Xbox has got the best online, they need to show it, because I've played some PlayStation 4 games that are multi-platform on PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One, and they run so much smoother on an Xbox One, but PlayStation 4 has the install base because there are more people on a PlayStation 4. So, with that being said, Xbox, if you got the power on your hood, you need to sit there and show why that power is important. Why you spent money, research, development time, and put money behind that hood. Now, as far as PlayStation, I think they need to sit with all the exclusives that they have coming out throughout the rest of the cycle that they want to show off at this E3. They need to sit there and be like, you know what? Here's beautiful cutscenes. Here's beautiful trailers for our games. But you know what? You want to see beautiful trailers, right? Beautiful trailers, beautiful cutscenes are amazing. They draw you more into the game. But you want the action of the game to be just as good. Well, we're going to show you that if you see this beautiful cutscene, you see this beautiful game, well, you know what? The action in that game will be just as solid, just as beautiful. Because people, if we're PlayStation and we're winning this generation of consoles because the Nintendo Switch came after we were out a few years, Xbox has kind of dipped because of certain things they did this generation. We've got the exclusives, we got the install base. We need to sit there and show people why our exclusives are the best exclusives. Why our install base is there and we need to sit there and say, so we got the biggest install base. Let's appreciate everybody that's ever bought a PlayStation 4. Let's pay it forward to each and every single one of them all. Plus, PlayStation has VR. Xbox, Nintendo doesn't have VR. If you want VR, you either get the cheap version with your PlayStation, or you go pay high dollars and you get it on the your PC, which you have to have a really high-end PC, and you have to have a good amount of space for you to basically do stuff, because VR, you're moving around, And hello, J Love. Hope you're doing good. I don't know if Nuts is still here, but thank you for being in here, Nuts. Thank you for that comment. And hello, J Love. Thank you for everything you do on YouTube. Your support to me and many other creators, as well as the video content you put out, is good, great, grand. I saw your channel trailer. That's really awesome. I love the artwork. I love the stuff. It really speaks to who you are as a YouTuber. And then in this video, I'm just putting out a live stream talking about E3 for a little bit. And then, yeah, if anybody wants to join in and talk in the comment section, share this out, get other people that you know maybe that are awake to join in. Cool, great, grand. I talk fast. I apologize. Okay, now I've talked about PlayStation, Xbox, PlayStation. I will get back on this system in a second. Awesome comment. I support that 110% what J-Love just said there. Now let's talk about Nintendo. Nintendo, does it have the power compared to a PlayStation or an Xbox One? No. PS4, Xbox One blow the Nintendo Switch out of the water in power. But that is because they're home consoles. They sit there and bam, bam. The Nintendo Switch is a handheld and a home console put together. So the Nintendo Switch does not have the power because to try to have as much power as an Xbox or a PlayStation, but also be portable and have a good battery life isn't really reasonable right now. But I do like the Nintendo Switch. I like the concept of it and all that, because what they did with it, the Nintendo Switch to me is like taking a tablet and saying, "Hey, you've got your iPhone, Android tablet, whatever tablet you got your tablet, right? Well, let's take this tablet and let's add some Wii controllers to the tablet. Connect these Wii controllers to the side, and it's kind of like almost like it's taking like the Wii controller and then like the Wii U gamepad, and bam, and it's like really, really cool, because." And that's the thing. You're right there. They don't try to compete, because the last time that I know that Nintendo tried to compete somewhat in the power game was the Nintendo GameCube. Which I have gone on record to say this. I wished that Nintendo, like the Wii, I somewhat was okay with the Wii U. The few times that I actually touched the Wii U and actually spent an hour or two playing a Wii U. But the fact of the matter is this, is that I felt like this. I've gone on record to say this, that I think that when they went to the GameCube during that era, they should have just kept the GameCube name and just progressed on that. They could have done a GameCube, but added like Wii controllers, and then put like and then GameCube 2. You have Wii controllers. GameCube 3. You have the little thing like you have for the Wii U, and then bam. And that's the thing, J-Love, portability. And this is where I'm going to get to talk about each system real quick. Because once I get done talking about each system, I'm going to go into video games that I have here on the IGN list that are announced, rumored, so on and so forth, because they updated it just within the last couple of hours. So, Xbox. Xbox has the most powerful system in console history. PlayStation has currently a lot of very beautiful exclusives, and they have VR, the most accessible version, the most affordable version, even though it is a little bit pricey, still most affordable version of VR. And Nintendo, they have the 2-in-1 console. It can be a home console and play right there, but at the same time, if you don't want to sit there and play at home, you're on a trip, you're in a car, you're doing this, you're at your job. You want to take 5 minutes while you're at lunch, 10, 20 minutes while you're at lunch, and play a game. They have the accessibility by being mobile, being portable, and being able to be like a tablet, take it wherever you want to go. And that's one of the things that makes Nintendo appeal to the kids, because Xbox and PlayStation, they're fighting to sit there, still have the kid fan base, but they're trying to make sure that everybody that ever bought PlayStation, PlayStation is like, if you ever were a PlayStation 1, 2, or 3 fan, come to PlayStation 4, continue to be a fan. We know you're growing up, you're adults now, so we understand that we want to make mature games, story-driven games, to keep you coming back. Same thing with Xbox, and so on and so forth. Nintendo has always had their niche. Nintendo's niche has been, we can sell stuff. When we sell, it's targeted, so at least a quarter to 50% to kids. But when the adults touch that, their hearts melt. They turn into kids when they touch these systems. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. It was a hard journey to get to 400 subs. 2012 to 2018. So 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17. Almost 7 years of YouTube to get to 400 subscribers. Long ass journey. That is 7 years of doing YouTube. Maybe not constantly, maybe not every day, but at least a video every couple months to get to 400 subscribers. 7 freaking years that I have been on the YouTube platform. So, when you look at this, I'm about to get into the games. Xbox, if anybody that has an Xbox, even me included, Xbox, take the games that people know that you're going to continue on with, the series that people know you're still making games for, and sit there and make sure that since you've got the most powerful system, Xbox, why don't you do this? Those exclusives that you've got coming out this year, next year, throughout the rest of this generation for the Xbox One, the Xbox One S, and the Xbox One X, make sure that they are the most beautiful games that they are. They are the most flawless games that you can possibly make. No, they don't have to be perfect, but make them the most flawless games and show people that, hey, why did we invest money in putting power into the Xbox One? It's so that when we start dropping all these exclusives, all these indies, and bringing back titles through our backwards compatibility with 360 and OG Xbox, and even bringing back some of those titles and putting new entries into them, we made sure that this power would make you go like, damn, This is just as good as my PC that's sitting right here. PlayStation, make sure that you continue doing exclusives, but make sure that the gameplay in those exclusives are just as good as the cutscenes and as the cutscenes and the trailers and all that. Make sure they keep being flawless. Make sure you keep doing that, and make sure you don't give up on VR. Because VR is you got the most successful version of VR. Make sure that you put stuff on VR that aren't just this and that. Make sure it's experiences, big things where you jump into VR. People are like, wow, this is something you can do for $200-300 on the and hook it up to a PlayStation. Wow. And Nintendo, you keep being you. You keep having your niche. You keep having your things that you've been doing since the 80s that nobody else has done. You keep having your franchises that only you can have, that you can only experience on your systems, from Pokemon, from Zelda, Metroid, Mario, and so on, and make people go like, damn, I love these games. These are games that I played. These are games that maybe my parents played alongside me, and keep doing that. Now let's get on to the games. But yes, I just want to say it took me from 7 years, basically, to get to 400 subscribers, because I've made this channel in early 2012. Then the summer of 2012 is when I started uploading a whole ton of videos. So that is an amazing thing to get to where I am now. And I appreciate everybody. You all right here, just having few people, J-Love and Nuts. I wish I could have more people here. But just having you all here warms my heart, warms my soul as I talk about this, as I ramble on, as I rant about E3. So, what I'm going to get down to now is I'm going to talk about the E3 2018 press conference schedule. So, here we go. And this video is for people that want to watch it now, later, whatever. This video is going to be up because a year from now, somebody wants to look at it and say, hey, what happened last year at E3? Well, here's Chris Levi's predictions. Did it come true? Here's what he talked about. Did this, blah, 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 happen? Hey. But also, you get to hear me talk about the consoles, me, my channel, all that jazz as well. So, the E3 2018 press conference schedule, which I obviously got to work 40 hours, so at nighttime, I will be doing streams around 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on this channel and on Triple L Gaming, the first link in the description box below. And I will be talking about E3 with myself and my friends that join in. If y'all want to join in on any of the conversation with E3, or you ever want to join in while I'm playing the game and talk to me, I do got a Discord, and I do got Google Hangouts. I got Skype. I got an Xbox One. So if you got me on any of those, you can obviously join in. Thank you, J-Love. I appreciate that. So as far as the schedule, EA wants to be the early bird on everything. And then Microsoft wanted to join them. So tomorrow, EA, June 9th at 11 a.m. Microsoft, June 10th at 1 p.m. And this is all Pacific time. So Pacific time is so LA when it starts is when it is. Bethesda, June 10th at 6:30 p.m. Then you got Devolver just after that, which this is really not the big ones, Then you've got Square Enix, June 11th at 10 a.m. Sony, June 11th at 6 p.m. And Nintendo, June 12th at 9 a.m. As well, you've got a bunch of other stuff, Yeah. And here's what they say on this Tech Radar website. They said, what's to come from Sony at E3 2018. Sony has now confirmed that the program will take place on Monday, June 11th at 6 p.m. with the PS4 Pro having already been introduced fewer than 2 years prior to E3 2018, effectively extending the life cycle of the generation by a good few years at least. We won't be hearing anything major on the hardware front. We bet our houses that PS5 is already in the early developments, but Sean Linden has already confirmed that no hardware will be appearing at the show. He has also confirmed that the president will focus on the presentation will spread that wrong. Presentation will focus on 4 main Sony exclusives. Death Stranding looks like a beautiful game. Ghost of Tsushima, however you say that. Don't know much about that game, but I have seen in one trailer. Spider-Man, which I love Spider-Man, and Spider-Man almost made me want to go get a PS4, and maybe this Christmas when the price drops down, because it's a couple, however long since it's been out, I may jump into getting that system. And then The Last of Us Part 2. Fans can expect deep dives, development updates, and new trailers for all of these titles, as well as announcements for third-party publishers and indie developers. Before the show even starts, Sony has been counting down the days with brand new announcements, which have included a brand new PS4 and PSVR game called The Tension Effect, a February 22nd release date for its upcoming zombie survival title Days Gone, and a brand new game from Bandai Namco and Dawnton called Twin Mirrors, which that's multi-platform stuff, but yes. And there's Halo. So what can we expect from Microsoft? This is what they say here. They say Microsoft has now confirmed that its plans. I'm gonna take my headphones off. Has now confirmed for E3, but at this time they're still a little different. Taking a leaf out of EA's book, Microsoft is moving things away from the Los Angeles Convention Center show floor in order to host a more fan-focused event in the Microsoft Theater. Though Microsoft will still have a presence on the traditional show floor, this space will be dedicated to streaming services their streaming service Mixer. So when you go to E3, Mixer is going to be what they're showing there. They'll have a few games, and they'll obviously have their people walking around, checking stuff out, talking to the community. But they're going to have their little stuff down the street at the Microsoft thing, because they thought, hey, let's take a page out of EA's book. I mean, that's a good page to take out of EA's book. Don't take out the microtransactions and all that out of EA's book. No. But this admittedly goes some way to expanding the... Okay, so I already read that, which suggests Microsoft would be a much smaller show for Planet. Turns out they won't even be in the building. Even Microsoft's press briefing is moving locations, breaking out of the Gallagher Center its two will be held at the Microsoft Theater on June. Okay. The changes appear to be in response to the increasing attendant numbers and the scale of the show, which is resulted from opening the doors to public. Not only does the Microsoft Theater allow us to customize our Xbox present at E3, and obviously I looked at a map where EA is doing their thing and where Microsoft doing their thing is not very far away from where actually the EA Convention Center is now. So like you can get bus ride, taxi, you could be there in moments, from that if you want to just be in that area and you have tickets to it. Okay, so here's some more of what they're saying. They're saying, though we know when the show is happening and where it's taking place, we still don't have any idea whether we announced. After the big reveal of the Xbox One X in 2017, we're expecting a more software-focused affair, which hopefully that is true. Halo 6, insert for forgettable subtitle here, will serve as the final chapter for 343 Industries' post-Bungie trilogy, and while we don't think the developer will be moving on from Master Chief anytime soon, we imagine the next Covenant bashing title will be marketed as a big turn point in the series. Gears of War 5 might be a showing. We think it's a touch early, but you never know. These are just rumors and what they're saying, which I obviously agree with a lot of stuff, or I wouldn't be reading this. And I'll get back to the chat in just a moment. Gentlemen, and rumors that Fable may be getting a reboot. I haven't played Fable in years. A reboot would be much appreciated. So that's just some of the stuff, and yeah, then... Yeah, and then they say a little comment about VR, which obviously Microsoft doesn't do VR. They have this look, the HoloLens, and the only thing we ever seen from HoloLens is like a Minecraft like world thingy, and it looked cool. But that may be years off from now, still doing that. And then you've got Nintendo, which obviously, you know, maybe a new Zelda, maybe something else with Super Mario, maybe Super Mario Maker for the Nintendo, you know. And then obviously you got the big Smash announcement, so I'm not going to go over in their Metroid 4 and all that. So I'm actually going to go away from doing now that page, so I'm going to close that page, and I will go right here. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate this, man. It means the world to me. So we go to list of confirmed games at EA 2018, and I'm going to give my little opinion on each of these games, whether I know a lot or don't. So this is Adventure Time, Pirates of the I don't know how to say that, but that show's not on anymore. But it's for all platforms, and pre-orders are for Switch, PS4, Xbox One, PC, and pre-orders for everything but PC right now. Now, it's Adventure Time, so I think the little kids that watch that show, people that are connected to that show, will be into that game, and I think it will be a decent game. It's not going to be nothing to hit out of the ballpark. Then you've got Anthem, which is the big game made by EA. And everybody knows that game for EA and studio. I forgot the studio that does it. It's the same studio that does Mass Effect. That studio has got to make sure that game is a home run. Bam! Is a touchdown, because they got to make this game solid. They've got to make this game solid. It's got to make sure. If it's on an Xbox One, make sure it's powerful. If it's on a PS4, make sure that fan base is buying in the game. It's on PC, make sure that people are playing that game. Game. They got a Plague Innocent, don't know nothing about that. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is tagline to be the next title in entry and set somewhere in Greece from what I've heard in rumors. Assassin's Creed going back to a yearly format. Hopefully this one is just as good as the last one. I know the last one, some of the mechanics and stuff were changed, and it was a while to get out to Origins. But hey, Origins was a really, really cool game. I played a demo of it, and also some other stuff, and it looks really, really fun. Hopefully the next Assassin's Creed game is fun. Then you go to and that's probably gonna be on all platforms. It's maybe not Switch, but all platforms. But you never know. Then you got Battle. I'm not going to say the next game because I can't read that game. It's just a PC game. Which, no offense to PC players, they got a PC that thing that happens at E3. But I'm just not in that. I'm more of a console guy. Always have been. Even though I do have a PC right here, they can play Grand Theft Auto 5 on it in a beautiful quality. Then you got Battlefield 5, which is supposed to be set in a World War II setting for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Hopefully, it is good, but since EA is part of the team that helps make that game and helps get the game out there, people are already going to bash it, and they're going to harp on the game. Well, you know what? Hopefully, it is good, and EA doesn't do anything like they've done to Star Wars with this game. Because if they do what they did with Battlefront to this game, I'm just going to be like, what's up, EA? I grew up. EA, you had the sports titles. You had the cool intros to your sports style. You had Need for Speed. You had this, that. Things you did when I was a kid were so freaking phenomenal. You know? And what happened? You know? Then you go to the next thing. It's called, it's CTHUL, Chula, or something like that. I don't know that, but that's coming for all systems except for Switch. So cool. Pre-orders are there for Xbox One, PS4. Then you got Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Hey, we need to make another Call of Duty game. Modern Warfare. We're not going to do Modern Warfare. We're not going to do that Infinite Warfare game that was like futuristic, because that game was alright, but it wasn't nothing fancy. We're not going to touch any other thing else in Call of Duty. We're going to touch one of the most beloved series, Black Ops. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to take the story out, and we're going to put we're gonna put some story elements into the multiplayer, some story elements into zombies, some story elements into our battle royale. But we're not gonna have a traditional story in the game. But oh yeah, we're in our battle in our blackout mode. It's our version of battle royale. It's gonna take a little bit of everything you've ever seen in Black Ops, drop you into the world, and drop you into something that is 1,500 times the size of Nuketown. Oh yeah, and zombies, we got 3 different versions of zombies to start you out with. Oh yeah, in multiplayer, we're gonna take out that wall running and this and that, and kind of smooth it down, because you know why this game is kind of like what happened in 3 happened in 3? Well, because you'll see this stuff in multiplayer, but we don't tell you the story of why. Okay, cool, great, grand. Do that to me. That game just makes me like shake my head. So it's probably because it's Call of Duty. Probably because people want to see it. Probably because people are just gonna sit there and write it off. People are gonna do this, do that. They're gonna probably buy Call of Duty because you know the game. But I probably won't. If I do buy a game like that, it'll probably be Battlefield this year. You got I skipped one game, but Beyond Good and Evil, which still is to be announced, which I think it might be towards the end of this console generation, if not next console generation, when we actually get that game from Ubisoft, because Beyond Good and Evil 1 was phenomenal, and this game looked beautiful. Catherine Full Body, it's a PS Vita, PS4 game, don't know much about it. Then you finally got the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy coming to all systems after a 1-year exclusivity to the PS4, meaning PC, Switch, Xbox, finally get it. And what's crazy about that is that they have a custom Switch controller with Crash Bandicoot on it. And I remember as a kid during the PS1 days when they had the little mascot of Crash Bandicoot, because the mascots changed from Crash Bandicoot to basic God of War, I think, for PlayStation. And Crash Bandicoot was outside Nintendo of America going blah, 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 saying all this stuff, you know, and you never thought he'd be on that platform. But Crash Bandicoot is now going to be on an Microsoft, PC, a Nintendo, and PlayStation platform, all in the same breath. And I will definitely be getting that for my Xbox and definitely streaming it for you all. And I love those games. Death Stranding, like I said, don't have a PS4, won't play it, but I know friends that are going to be playing it. I know people that will buy it, and it looks really, really cool. Dead or Alive 6. Dead or Alive, a very, very great fighting game. I'm not the biggest fan of Street Fighter. I'm not the biggest fan of this games. But I'll tell you, the fighting games that I've enjoyed. Tekken, the Tekken series, Soul Calibur, Final Instinct, Dead or Alive. Those are the ones that I've enjoyed. Now there's people out there that if they're a Nintendo fan, they're the Switch fighting people. There's people that are Capcom versus Marvel and this and that. It's cool, but I just told you mine. And there's people that are the newer Dragon Ball Z fighting people, like the Dragon Ball Fighters or this or that. Then you got Defenders Quest Village of the Forgotten DX. That's Nintendo Switch. Can't really say nothing about it. Then you've got Destiny 2, another DLC, Forsaken. I just got quiet there while I checked my stream because Destiny. Bungie, one of my favorite studios. They made Halo for the Xbox. And they made Xbox be a system that is still here to this day because of what they did with Halo. And they said, let's recapture that with a new series, but make it a multi-system series this time. And it looked promising. But it took years for Destiny 1 to get good. And Halo and Destiny 2 is just like, I just want them to get better. There's a game called Dreams for PS4, don't know nothing about it. Then you've got The Division 2. The Division 2? Basically, from what I heard, the expectations for the original Division exceeded what they thought it would be, you know. So, So basically, it exceeded what they thought it was going to be. Speed, and let me see. I'm checking some stuff. Okay. It exceeded what they thought it was going to be. So that they're doing Division 2, basically. And Division 2, that's cool. Then you've got a game that just the other week was announced. Fallout 76. All we heard was a little bit of music and started that. And we think it's going to be multiplayer, kind of like what you do in Fallout 4, but a multiplayer element added to it, and you got to survive. Interesting. And they call it Fallout 76 because it's kind of like something going off to the side, but still in that world, in that thing. Then you got another farming simulator game, which I played one of the farming simulator games, and they are decent, but they're not my thing. Then you've got a game called, it's another battle royale game, but it's also got some it's real different than what the other ones have done, you know. And it is called Fear the Wolves. I saw the trailer for it the other day on Xbox's YouTube page. I will be purchasing that game. Then you have For Honor, something coming from For Honor, so maybe another DLC, some content update. I was initially going to buy that game. I even talked about it on this YouTube channel, but that game, the way that it came out, lost me. Can't wait to see what now. This is going alphabetical order. Fortnite. Can't wait to see what the next content update is. That what they got to say about that. And obviously, Fortnite will probably be announced for the Switch at E3. Let's skip the next two games. And then you got Golf Club 2019, which is for every system. Greedfall for every system except for Switch. Greedfall, I don't know anything about that, but what I will do here is I'll do this, and I'll do this, and I will do this. Okay, I just heard something, so let me check the chat. Hello there, Larry. If you're still here, I'll say something about Sea of Thieves real quick. Sea of Thieves is an Xbox One exclusive. You can get it. You can get it if you pay $10. You can get it for $10 if you just purchase Xbox Game Pass, or you can pay the full $60 in price and get it. What I think for Sea of Thieves, beautiful game. I love playing it. I love going and doing the Hungering Deep, because the Hungering Deep is the first time that I've seen over 20 people in the game within a 3-hour period of time. The Hungering Deep is really, really cool to do. I will do it and do it over and over and over and again. I love going to these different islands. But what I would do if I was Rare and I was sitting there making this game, I would continue to use the art style that they're using. But instead of having 2 ships to choose from, I'd keep the galleon, I'd keep the big ship. But I would add 1 ship that's that maybe is a tiny bit bigger, or add a ship customization where if you could buy it, you could get a little like passenger vest right there, where you could drop that in the water, and that ship could go out somewhere, you know. And I wish there was a thing to where now that's for ship, that's 1 ship. Then I wish there was a ship that maybe was like, hey, 2 cannons on this side, 1 cannon on this side, and it was a little bit bigger, so that 3 people could get on a ship. Because I understand you get your 2-person ship and you got your 4-person ship. Well, could there be a 3-person ship? You know, that would be cool, great, grand. Another thing is, I wish there was a feature to where when you got far away from your ship, say you're trying to get on somebody else's ship, you're trying to do something, that mermaid doesn't always pop up. You sit there and you get far away from your ship, you get within so odd links from your ship, your thing tells you if you want to call out the merman. You go to your pause menu, like when you go put your crew mate in jail or whatever. You hit that button, bam, your merman pops up. You can go back to your ship if you don't get killed, and your merman pops up the same link that he is from you whenever he initially pops up. And another thing I would do is I would continue to add more stuff to the islands. Maybe keep the skull fortress, but maybe skeleton fortress, but maybe add some old pirate fortresses that maybe have been run down and stuff like that. If you can do that with the content updates, that's just that. Then getting back over to this Greedfall. Then you've got Heavy Fire Red Shadow, which is PS4, PSVR, Xbox One, and PC. I have to see what that game is. Home Sweet Home for all consoles except Switch. That's who it is. Insurgent Sandstorm. I think played an Insurgency game before, so this game's probably gonna be a decent game. I don't know if it's gonna be anything extraordinary because I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it. Then you've got a game that's near and dear to my heart, Kingdom Hearts 3. Coming to the PS4 and for the first time ever, Xbox. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 should also be on Switch because it has been on handhelds before. That's one thing that I gotta say. Another thing I gotta say about Kingdom Hearts 3. I think that when they announced Kingdom Hearts 3 for the Xbox One, what would have been a cool addition is they said, last year, whenever they started to say, hey, Kingdom Hearts 3 is in development and it's coming to the PlayStation 4 and for the first time ever to the Xbox One. And since it is coming to the Xbox One for the first time ever, like you've got on the PS3 and PS4, the compilations, you are getting a full compilation with 1.5 coming to the Xbox One and 2.8 final remix coming to the Xbox One. That would be cool. I will be a day one person buying Kingdom Hearts. I will stream Kingdom Hearts until I beat the game. I will be probably that whole week that Kingdom Hearts comes out. It will be the only game that I play. And Kingdom Hearts is just near and dear to my heart because I remember sitting on this floor when I was a kid, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, beating those games myself with no help, diving in those games multiple hours, after school, before school, late nights, this, that, the other thing. I loved the Kingdom Hearts world, Tarzan, Hercules, Hercules. I loved meeting Final Fantasy characters. I loved going in the Tron, seeing what Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Sora, Rico, Kairi, and all that did in the game. It was phenomenal. It was beautiful. It was groundbreaking. It was something that I am so hankering to jump back into and do like nothing else. This is the one game outside of something from Borderlands or Halo that I just jump at like no other to get back in there. Last part 2, probably gonna hit it out of the park. Gonna be a phenomenal game. Little Dragon Cafe for Nintendo Switch and PS4. Don't know nothing about it. Maverick Proving Grounds PC game. Then you got Mega Man 11 for all systems. Mega Man, phenomenal series. You got the Legacy collections for Mega Man's and Mega Man X, and they're all releasing for all consoles and all this jazz and stuff like that. Cool, great, grand. Hopefully Mega Man 11 hits it out of the park and Capcom make good bank on it. You got Monster Hunter Generations, which is the Monster Hunter for the Nintendo Switch. Cool, great, grand, because Monster Hunter World is not only Switch, it's on the other consoles and PC. So that's cool. Then you got Mutant Year Zero, Road to Eden. Don't know nothing about it. Oblets, a game that I heard something about and I think I will be getting. Then you got Persona 3, Dancing in Moonlight. Don't know. Why Persona 5's already been out. I guess these are little side games, little addition to the stories. Then you got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu / Eevee, which is probably going to get like at least hopefully a gameplay trailer. And it's basically taking what they did with Pokemon Yellow back in the day and transforming it for the modern world to see, and also adding Pokemon Go. It's on phone compatibility and features to it. Cool, great. Rage 2. I only played a little bit of the original Rage, and when I saw the stuff for Rage 2 after it got leaked, and Bethesda said, whoa, hey, we're already going to show this at E3, bam, put it out there. Rage 2 to me looks like something where like you take Mad Max and Fallout, smash it together, throw in some Doom gameplay mechanics, and bam, there's a game. But then again, it's the creator that created those games, basically. Well, they didn't create Mad Max, but created Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Rage, Prey, Doom, all that. So that game's probably going to be really, really good. There's a couple games coming out for PC, which I don't really. Serious Sam 4. Hey, Serious Sam's cool series. Then you got Shining Resonance Reframe for all systems. Cool. The Sinking City. Then you got a game that's going to be similar to Sea of Thieves, which is a really fun game to me. Similar to Sea of Thieves, but okay. Sea of Thieves, it's going to be similar to Sea of Thieves, but it's by the Ubisoft. So take what happened in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, take Sea of Thieves, put Assassin's Creed Black Flag on it, make it more dirty, gritty, and add a lot more different stuff, so it's not a carbon copy of each other, and bam, you got that. That's what I know so far. And you got Spider-Man. Obviously, it's going to be a big seller. Spider-Man, it's been doing good, you know. Tom Holland's doing good at Spider-Man, you know, so this series is going to be bam. It's not Tom Holland himself in this version of the game, but it is going to be a good game. Then you got Spin Trees, Mud Runner. Cool. Then you got Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy, which obviously it'll probably eventually come to PC and Switch, but it's only for PS4 and Xbox One right now. And what's cool about that is that that's coming out later this year, and that's another game that, like Crash Bandicoot, was one of those platforms that was in the early day of PlayStation before it went multi-platform. And I can't wait to get that game. I will be playing it and streaming it for you all. It's one of those things, bam. Alright. Then you got Starlink, Battle of Atlas for all systems, State of the Mud, Strange Bridge, Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, PS4 and PC. Smash Brothers, cool, great, grand. Can't wait to do it. If it's a reworking of the last Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch, or it's a whole Overdrive game. Then you got the Surge 2, Team Sonic Racing, which actually I was playing one of the Team Sonic Racing games on my Xbox a moment ago through backwards compatibility before I did the stream. So you got Team Sonic Racing, which looks really, really cool and interesting, you know. Can't wait to see Team Sonic Racing game. Hello, J Love. Thank you for being back. Hello, Super Nate. Welcome to the stream. And yes, as you say, maybe there will be news about Diablo 4. I did hear, I think, through one of the people that are on like the Spawncast, it maybe have been Dreamcast guy, or GT85, maybe a Spawnwave, or one of those guys that was on there. They said that there might be some news pertaining to the Diablo series announced this year because with Blizzard. So if it does happen, cool, great, grand. And everybody that is in the chat, anybody that is hearing me speak right now, if you can take a moment and type, what do you want to see from E3? What question do you have for me? That is what I'm asking you right now. What do you want to see from E3? And do you have a question for me about anything pertaining to E3 or whatsoever? Then you go back to the list of games. You got Treacherous Effect, which is different. You got Total War, which is another PC game. You got Transference, which is for all systems except Switch. Which looks like I've seen one picture of it. Looked interesting. Valkyrie, Chronicles 4, Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One. Vampire, which probably going to show some more stuff. That maybe a DLC that comes down the road for that game. You know, cool. Vampire, I might be purchasing that game soon. V-Rally 4, cool. Then you've got Warhammer, which I liked Warhammer verbatim. I've got a Warhammer book that I am reading. There's so much lore and stuff to Warhammer, from this version of Warhammer to this version of Warhammer. And there's another Warhammer coming out. It says Warhammer 4000 Inquisitor's Marty. Okay, then you got something about We Happy Few. So is it going to be an extension to the We Happy Few world. And then you got Yakuza Kumwa 2 for the PS4, which I don't know what that is. And then you got rumored list of E3 games, which I'm just going to go through this real quick. Below, Border Below for Xbox and PC. Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 better come out. Hopefully, it's got promotional exclusivity with the Xbox One, like I've heard, and I hope they have some news for Borderlands 3 because it's been in development. I know at least 2 years that I know of. Crackdown 3. Hopefully, it's not delayed, but if it is delayed, hopefully that game hits the ball out of the park because what they're trying to do with the game, hopefully it does it well. Cyberpunk 2077. That's from the guy that made the team that made The Witcher. So that game should be good if they do that. They got Days Gone. You obviously know that's going to be stuff from that's coming out. You know, obviously know the trailer. Hopefully some more news on the Final Fantasy stuff out there. You know, hopefully maybe some from Xbox, maybe some Fable news or some Gears of War news. Because there's been news that there's going to be 3 types of Gears of War. There's going to be a Halo Wars version. There's going to be the mainline Gears of War. And then there's going to be a Battle Royale Gears of War. I would take Gears of War if you put a Halo Wars version on it, you know, and make it its own thing, and you'd actually be up from the war seeing it from it, because Gears of War was the best version of that style thing on a console. But I like to see more in the mainline too. Then you've got, these are just rumors and stuff that may or may not happen. Some of them you obviously already confirmed. You got Ground Zero. Hitman 2. Hitman 2 is coming out later this year, so obviously we will see more from it because I saw something from Hitman the other night when I was playing Sea of Thieves, and it looked really good. It looked like a game I would be purchasing. And okay, then you've got Just Cause 4. That was just like something that was supposed to be leaked, you know. And hopefully that comes out because Just Cause has always been a phenomenal series. Killer Queen Black. Don't know nothing about it. It's a Nintendo Switch. They got something, you know. Lego DC Supervillains. That's really, really cool, you know. But are you going to fight any actual heroes in the game? Or are you just going to be supervillains taking over a city? Because that'd be cool. Then you've got the Marvel's Avengers project, which is done by Square Enix. Will they ever announce anything about that? Or will it wait until next generation to come out? Life is Strange 2. Will that ever have something? Metro Exodus. Hopefully we can see some more because we saw on the Xbox floor last year some stuff about that. Then obviously you got the sports games. Maybe there's actual gameplay footage or a trailer for Metroid Prime 4. You know, then you got Overcooked 2 coming to the Nintendo Switch, so that's cool. And then I can't wait to see more footage from Ori and the Will of the Wisp. That looks like a really, really beautiful game. If you're a Switch player, obviously you're looking for Project Octopath Traveler. For most people, it's Shenmue 3, which obviously is going to come to Xbox one day, but it only says PS4 and PC right now. Then you got Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is coming out for every system. And then you got hinted at Splinter Cell, and Splinter Cell rumors have been there ever since what's his name popped up in a DLC for Ghost. I can't think of the name. Come on, it's right there behind that little thing. Ghost Recon Wildlands. He popped up in the DLC. Sam Fisher popped up in the DLC, and they've always said, hey, he had to go away to do something at the end of the DLC. So yeah. Twin Mirrors, don't know what that game is, but bam. And then hopefully they show something for WWE 2K19 because obviously they're going to do that. Maybe they wait until Money in the Bank show something for that, or maybe after that. Cool. And you got the Yoshi game that's obviously coming out. So yeah, there's a lot happening at E3. I played I played Fight Night series back on the PS3 because I think back at the time I think Trey's brother or one of Trey's brother's friends had it, and it was a Fight Night game that was on the PS3 that I know I played. It was some kind of boxing game that was on the PS3 that I played, and I've never played Ready to Rumble boxing. Verbatim 2, so yes. But yes, I love, me playing verbatim 2. Me playing the verbatim was you, Larry. I'll say this. It's just like with Diablo. Me playing verbatim made me like the game so much that I am going to get probably tomorrow, download the DLC if my other games get updated. But get verbatim, the beta, play it. And yeah, try it out, And I like verbatim. And I like Warhammer. Warhammer's really, really cool. So yes, let me see something real quick. Come on. Actually, let me do it over here because it'd be a lot easier on my computer to do it. But yes, I'm really hyped. I'm about to end the stream in a moment and then get on there. But yes, the Warhammer series is really, really cool. It's like all this different stuff, and it's really, really awesome. But yes, I'm really hyped for E3. And like I said, after E3 is said and done, I will make a video for my channel. It'll either be a stream or a video dedicated to E3. I'll be doing that personally for my channel. And then obviously I know alongside Larry and Logan on Triple Gaming, we will be doing something there as well. So thank you all for watching. I've been talking about E3. I can't wait to see it. See it. Kingdom Hearts, Halo 6, Borderlands 3, Just Cause 4, Fallout. That's what I'm hyped for. Hopefully I get all that. But if I don't, okay. But right now I'm about to relax for a minute and then get on a game on the Xbox and play to end out my night. But yes, thank you all. And everybody that is in the chat, Larry, go check out JLove81. Everybody else, go check out JLove81. I'm getting off the stream for the night. I've been here for an hour and 15 minutes talking about E3. Hopefully, I didn't sound like a babbling buffoon. Hopefully, I did something interesting. And thank you all for joining. Because for me to sit here and do this, my parents are asleep right now. But for me to be 26-year-old, sit here and do this, work my job, have you all joining my streams, you all talk to me, it means the world to me. It makes me be able to stand up on my feet like I'm doing right now and feel better about myself. Thank you all. Have a good night. I'm going to go play some games until I fall asleep. And I'll see you all on the next stream, which may be Sunday night.